I'm at the Global Speaker Federation's biannual meetings in March of 2026. We're in Cairns, Australia, on the northeast coast of Australia, where it's a tropical climate. 3 months ago in Sydney, down on the southeastern coast of Australia, a very famous yacht race took place. There's an annual yacht race from December 26th on from Sydney Harbor to Hobart in Tasmania, and it crosses the Bass Strait, one of the most treacherous portions of open seas anywhere in the world. It's a very famous race. It's also a very dangerous race. One of the interesting things is these big yachts that race across the Bass Strait from Sydney to Hobart, they have tons of lead in the bottom of their keel, this ballast at the very bottom of their keel, in order to help them navigate through the very challenging waters of Bass Strait. You know, it made me think the last time I was in Southeast Asia, I went to Taipei 101, one of the tallest buildings in the world. And up at the very top of that building, there's a 700-ton ball of lead called a wind damper that is there to keep the building from swaying too much in high winds and earthquakes that Taipei is prone toward. There's an interesting analogy for us fellow leaders because there's a weight at the top of that building, there's weight at the bottom of these boats. And I think the analogy for us as leaders is that you and I need to be the stabilizing weight in our organizations. A couple of things come to mind. One, the weight is typically invisible. While in the Taipei 101 skyscraper, the designers made the wind damper visible to tourists who go up to the very top. Most buildings that have wind dampers, it's built inside. It can't be seen. Nevertheless, it stabilizes the building. The tons of ballast at the bottoms of the yachts that are crossing the Bass Strait are invisible to the people that are racing the yachts, but it provides stability. And that's really the second point. First point is oftentimes the weightiness of our leadership is invisible. But the second point is our organizations need that weight for stability. And probably the third point that I would make is they particularly need our stability during tough times. Taipei 101 on the island of Taiwan is prone to high winds. It's prone to earthquakes. And so they built this massive wind damper for the hard times. The Bass Strait that these yachts race across from Sydney Harbor to Hobart in Tasmania crosses this Bass Strait, very challenging waters. And the captains of those boats need that weight to give them stability. So my question for you, fellow leader, is where are you invisibly applying strength and weight to your organization to help it succeed in trying times? Dr. Andy Neely for the Neely Leadership Group.